Alright y'all, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for clicking on the vid. But yeah, this is my summer makeup routine that I usually go for. So in the beginning, I'm just moisturizing some lips, moisturizing my face. I already put some lotion on before. And now I'm going to go in with this Dior Dream Skin. And y'all, it smells so good. And it makes your skin just look so nice and refreshed and smooth and, you know, one even tone. So I love putting this all over my face. I make sure I get it all up in there, and always move upwards, never move downwards if you want them wrinkles, baby girl. Okay. So now I'm just gonna, on top of that, I'm gonna go with my NYX pore filler, and this stuff is bomb if you want a cheap primer. It does the trick, and you don't need a lot. A little goes a long way. And I just put that in my areas where I have larger pores, like my cheeks, right below my nose, and my forehead. So now to conceal before we go in with some foundation. This is my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 30. I like to put this on all my little dark areas that I have on my face, just to give me a blank canvas before I start my makeup. And to blend this out, I like to take an e.l.f. stippling brush, and I like to douse it a little bit in some Fix Plus to have the product move around a little bit easier and blend easier. And I just go through and, you know, blend, do my thing. Okay, now once I'm almost finished blending is where we're going to get into the good stuff, the foundation. So my foundation of choice for the summer is Maybelline Fit Me foundation, the shade 355, as you all saw, and this is the matte and poreless one. So I only put this foundation in my T-zone where my oily areas are. So this is the areas that crease a lot for me and that get oily the quickest. And then I go with my all-time favorite L'Oreal True Match in N8. And I put that on my cheeks, my forehead, and the rest of my chin, which doesn't really have any problem areas, but it gives me a beautiful coverage with doing the job. So I'm getting the true color from the L'Oreal True Match while I'm getting a nice matte and poreless look from the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I'm going to start with my eyebrows, and before I do my eyebrows, I like to brush them out with a spoolie. This is just a typical BH Cosmetics spoolie. And now my all-time favorite brow product right now is this NYX brow pencil. I love how the applicator is. It's like a flat pencil, so to speak, and I just take light strokes and I work my way from the base to the top. Once that's finished, I like to not fill my brows quite yet, but kind of brush upwards. And then I take my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer once more with a flat brush from Smashbox, and I like to line the bottom of my eyebrow to give me that clean, sharp effect. I just take a normal Real Techniques brush and wipe away and blend. Once more, I'm brushing upwards to create a more hair-like look and to blend out that pencil. And so now to give me even fuller effect, I take some Lorax shadow in brown and black, and I just go through all the sparse areas that I see in my brows to give me a nice, consistent look. We're going to start with concealer, and I love to start off with a really bright concealer to really brighten up my eyes. And this is the Maybelline Master Conceal, and this is in the shade medium. So as you can see, I warm it up on my hand, and I take my finger and pat that under my eye. And the worst thing about doing makeup with acrylics in a full set is the makeup under your nails. I'm not a fan, it's gross, yuck, we don't like that. And so now I'm just going to take that e.l.f. stippling brush once more and blend out the bottom of that concealer. And next I'm going to go with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, again in shade 30. Love this stuff. It gives me the perfect shade. Not too full of a coverage, but that's why I have the Master Conceal for. So I'm just going to apply this to all the high points of my face, and then we're going to get into the blending. And to blend, I use my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. I like to spray a little bit of Fix Plus on it before I go in, and I pat my life away until I get a nice, flawless airbrush feel. And so now I'm going to go with my LA Girl Concealer. In this shade, I believe is in Cocoa. And I just apply this to all the hollows of my face, so my cheekbones, my forehead, my little double chin, because you know I'll take help where I can get it. And I just go in with an angled BH Cosmetics brush, and I blend that in circular motions. We're going to bake, and I use a NYX HD Studio Powder and Ben Nye powder in Topaz. First off, I start with my NYX powder, and this stuff is super fine, really not good on the flashback, so I put a really small layer of this, but it's great with creasing, and I experience a lot of creasing, especially in the summer. So I start off with this powder, apply it everywhere I can. Now I take my damp beauty sponge from Real Techniques, and I go in with the Ben Nye Topaz. I just bake as you usually would, under the eyes, corners of my mouth, chin, and forehead. And before I contour, I have to wipe away all the excess. So I just go in circular motions once more to keep that airbrush finish. And before we went the contour again, I like to take a normal face powder and just go along my chin in the areas that I did not set with that Ben Nye or NYX HD Studio powder. Next, for contour, I start off with my MAC Dark Deep Mineralized Pressed Powder. And I love this stuff because it doesn't give you a harsh contour, it just gives you a little bit of color in those hollows of your cheeks. And that double chin, girl, yes, you better blend that away. Get that surgery, no surgery look, okay? And I just, again, take this to my forehead, my double chin, my cheeks. And then I take a darker powder, and this is actually a blush from MAC in the shade Blunt. And I go back in those hollows of my cheeks and define that contour even more. Also, for blush, I love to use eyeshadows, and this Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia has two beautiful shades that I mix together, and they just give me the perfect shade of blush that I love. And so this gives me a little bit more color. I look flustered, I look like I've just got off the treadmill, but yet my brows are still intact, darling. So I just apply this in circular motions on my cheeks and on my forehead. And before I highlight, I like to spray my Fix Plus to just give me a little extra dew before I apply the highlighter. A little dance, okay. And I'm going to start with my Laura Geller highlighter in Ballerina, taking a fan brush, just applying this to the high points of my cheeks. And then I'm going to go in with this highlighter I got in my Ipsy bag from Urban Decay. Don't remember the shade, but this stuff is bomb. I love to put it on top of Ballerina. It gives me the perfect golden, but yet a light gold shade. And then I put this on my Cupid's bow, the bridge of my nose, and my chin. Next to my dewy look, I like to also put my highlighter under my brow bone. And now we're going to go in with this eyeshadow from the Modern Renaissance palette in Burnt Orange. I just take a regular eyeshadow brush and pat that on my eyelid. I like to have a little brighter look during the summertime. Not too heavy on the eyes, not too many dark colors. Just a nice, simple shade to complement my skin tone, the blush, and my overall complexion. And now I'm going to curl my lashes and go in with some Maybelline Big Shot. And this stuff is bomb, as I'll talk about later. And then I go in with the Marc Jacobs and Dior mascara for extra volume and length. My camera stopped recording. I don't know where it stopped recording, but long story short, no lashes, because summertime, it's just too hot to worry about a lash falling off. And you sweat, sweat is wet, and wet and lash glue don't mix, so. Yeah, so I finished my eyes. I just put on a little bit of nice burnt orange shadow from my Renaissance palette just to kind of brighten my eyes a little bit more, look a little awake. And since I'm not using lashes, I use 3 mascaras. I dropped it. I think the one that really does it well is this Maybelline Big Shot. I'm always skeptical of drugstore mascaras because everyone's like, this one's the best, this one's the best. I'm like, look, they all seem the same to me, so I'm just gonna get whatever one I see first. I actually looked out for this one, bought it I think the brush is really cool, but it makes my lashes look like I have lashes, so that's always what does. And then I go with the Dior for a little extra fullness, and then Marc Jacobs for even more full lashes. As you can see, I don't have any, and there's children yelling. I'm so sorry. But yeah, so now I'm going to go on to the lips. So starting the lips, I'm just going to take a makeup wipe and kind of remove all that nasty foundation and concealer and other nasty things that I do not want to be on my lips before I apply the real MVP, aka this lip color. So I'm going to do a really simple lip look, and I'm going to go with this NYX lip liner in this orange tone and just kind of blot it on my lips to give me a color other than my own natural lip color. I'm going to blend that as best as I can. And I'm going to go with my NYX lip gloss, a little plumper in Elizabeth, one of my favorite lip glosses, and just kind of put that on top to give me a nice glow and a fuller lip look. Okay, so that is my summer makeup routine. I hope that you all enjoyed. It's super simple, not much going on, just a nice glow, a nice gloss, you know, fresh face, fresh skin, looking like a doll. Yeah, so if you like, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all know the deal, y'all know the dealio. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.